Hi, I'm Lee Merman with Investments in Sarasota, and today I'm standing at Marina Jack, the public boatyard here in downtown Sarasota. As you know, boating is an integral part of the waterfront lifestyle here. We're halfway through 2019, and I want to take a look at how the real estate market is doing. But I don't want to look at it in a macro perspective because I really believe that real estate is hyper-local. And I'm going to give two examples of very recent sales to illustrate what's going on here locally. The first is a property that sold out on Lido Beach. It was originally listed for $4.99 million. Subsequent to that, the seller raised the price to $5.5 million. 20 months and 3 realtors later, it finally sold for $3 million less than its high asking price. In fact, the final sales price was still 25% less than its last listing price. The property, while iconic in its historic nature and had a great setting, did not have the location nor the house that people were looking for. Today's real estate property values are determined by 3 things: location, setting, and house condition. And while the seller of the property was really enamored with the historical significance, the market, with its own intelligence, didn't believe that the property was correctly valued, and thus a much lower selling price than was originally asked for. Just 1,200 meters away is the Pelican Flies, another property sold 20 months sooner. It took just 4 days for a property with multiple offers to go to contract. This property also sold for less than its asking price, about 5%. This property was quite livable, it had adequate square footage, or it could have been torn down. Either way, it had a good setting and was in a neighborhood, Blvd Key, which has a very stable market. Real estate is determined, as I said, by 3 things: location, setting, and the condition of the house. And the market really takes all this into consideration when it decides what value a property should be sold for. When we list properties and investments in Sarasota, we price them to get showings and to generate interest because we firmly believe that the market intelligence will tell the seller and us precisely the selling price that property should get. The properties in Sarasota have been very active in the second quarter, April, May, and June of 2019. In fact, sales were up 3.4% from the same period a year ago. The affordable market, which are those properties listed for $200,000 and less, actually shrank by 10%. This is yet another sign that prices are going up here in Sarasota. The distressed market increased by 40%. I'm a little unsure because I think this is a bit of an anomaly. However, still, 1 out of every 4 properties, 1 out of every 40 is a distressed sale. And finally, the luxury market, which are those properties listed for $1 million or more, increased by 3.3% from the same period a year ago. Our market here is quite active with properties changing hands. My advice is for those people looking for the combination of new, choice settings and or properties that require little to no work to be prepared because there aren't many of them. And those people looking for value, willing to compromise on one of those 3 criteria, as I shared, location, setting, and price, there's some great opportunities. Either way, keep your eye on the markets and your checkbook handy. For Investments in Sarasota, I'm Lee Merman.